Hey guys, Tara here, bringing you a 1v1 today. We are on Langreskaya, playing for today's spawning in the south. We have Antillies950 playing its OKW, and his loadout is Spec Ops, Breakthrough, and Scavenge. In the north we have Briefcase Taco playing as Soviet, and his loadout is Mechanized Support, Soviet Reserve Army, and Lend Lease. We have a tier 1 tick structure down for Briefcase Taco. Antilles about rank 140 as OKW. Briefcase Taco about rank 200, 230, so somewhere around there. As Soviets. So in terms of build, usually the build I go with is go for an extra combat engineer and then into penals, though that does kind of make you more reliant on making use of guards or partisan tank hunters.
We have the point.
That allows you a lot more capping power, and you can get your first penal underway a bit faster. Obviously against OKW, conscripts are pretty rubbish. They get beat down by Fork Extremities pretty badly. So yeah, I mean, if you want combat power, penals are a much better choice. Looks like Antilles trying to hold on to this garrison here. You don't want to lose that too early, and we can see a rather unusual capping order, seeing as conscript kind of more to do some harassment on this side, leaving his fuel uncapped. Probably not the best decision, because going for tier 1 generally is a bit slower start than spamming than just spamming conscripts right off the bat, so can't quite put the same pressure on. We spent all that manpower and time just building a tech structure. But we have a scout car coming out for Briefcase Taco. And against OKW, if they want to go for the mechanized, this can actually be very effective, because they won't get the Panzerfaust for a really long time. Here we get to see those penals doing a pretty good job here. You see how much damage they're doing to these Sturms. Just winning engagements all over the show. Now they do quite a lot of damage, but they are also quite fragile. Got quite a high received accuracy on them, so can go down quite quickly to focus fire. Briefcase Taco did secure the munitions, but is still a wee ways off Flamer. Playing tier 1 against Soviets can be, against Austria can be really tough, because by the time you get your flamethrower, especially if you're on your map like Samoski or Samoski Winter, and you have a real hard time securing your munitions, your Flamer comes online so late that by the time you have your Flame Scout car ready, you've already got a 222 out basically. So yeah, on Samoski against Austria, I probably would not recommend attempting a Flame Scout car, but in fact on Samoski probably best to just maybe forego tier 1 altogether. Machine guns and buildings and mortars seem to have more utility on that map. Oh, got a bit of a cut-off play there by Briefcase Taco. The squad here should probably jump into the garrison, should be able to beat them off pretty easily. I did just say beat them off the end, didn't I? Looks like 2 models there, still in negative cover, perhaps.
Soviet HQ now includes a field hospital.
And there we get to see conscripts just losing quite handily to Fox Grenadiers. I know that they were behind heavy cover, so obviously they have the edge, but still pretty bad. And as you can see, this Flaming Scout car has done a pretty decent amount of work, but now that mechanized regiment is up, going to have Panzerfaust available until he should be right. And he's gone for a 4. Fox Grenadiers start. Didn't see a Kuba from him, which is kind of lucky because obviously this thing would have chased it down, probably killed it by now. Nice cut-off play here by Antilles. You see Briefcase Taco going for Lend-Lease. He's going to bring in the Dishka. And there it is. Coming onto this side of the map actually, okay. But that is going to leave him extremely exposed to the Lukes, so he's probably going to have to back tech right about now. There goes the first Faust, second Faust, it's a dead scout car, and he jumps out, and that's actually abandoned. Perhaps he should just try kill that. Okay, no. Until he's just going to kill it for him. But this is a rather poor start for Briefcase Taco, honestly. Hasn't had his fuel controlled for very long at all. And he's done a few harassing plays, but Antilles has definitely come out on tops in terms of resources.
Supply lines have been cut. Troops have secured the sector.
And he keeps trying to send squads down this side of the map and just not securing his fuel at any point. This is just a really just a bad bit of play, honestly. He's got 2 squads of penals, and these should just ruin Fox Grenadiers, but as we can see there, Luke's under production. So that's probably going to push him off the map once again. And whilst we did see in an earlier replay that if you chuck a Dishka in a building, it can do a little bit of damage with the armor piercing rounds to the Lukes. It's certainly not a good counter to it. And until he's already go for a kitten, perhaps should be slightly more aware of how often this has been disconnected, and realise that he's actually nowhere near being able to build a vehicle. And going for a kitten in these situations sometimes gets you in trouble, because I mean, sometimes you kind of bring it up and it gets discovered and killed and stolen. There you go, Luke's going to chase away that squad. In fact, both squads there. Got an AT gun in production, so it's good. He's only got 1 squad of conscripts, I remember, so he's not going to have much access to AT grenades. And there we go, penals have to retreat to the Lukes, just tearing through them there. AT gun rolling onto this side of the field, so that is good news, but still things looking pretty grim for Briefcase Taco. Pushed back into his base basically. But I have lost games like this as OKW many times recently. Basically, all hinges on your light vehicle. If you lose this, things go south very quickly. And putting up cover on his cutoff, as you may know, I generally don't recommend that. Just because usually your opponent charges up here. They're generally not charging into this region when you've already got squads there doing a decap, so you just don't get to make good use of it. Ooh, that could be a dead squad. Looks like it's going to get away. Just get out there on negative cover. Here comes the Lukes. He used to use attack ground perhaps with this AT gun. But here comes the NG-34 rolling straight up the middle. Got two squads here. Where are they going? Looks like they're going to try secure the fuel, but there should be perhaps a slightly higher priorities on controlling the center right now, especially with two squads. Probably only need to send one squad out there, because at the very worst there would be one squad of Volksreiters out there, and probably the Penals, even on that low amount of health, could be able to beat them. Especially because most of the Volksreiters, of course, are not at full health, because you know, from the mechanized regiment, and doesn't have that easy access to healing. And he's just got flanked there. And it's the second Dishka, in fact, and he's dropping in some fuel crates now as well with his munitions. And this is what I was talking about. Cover on your cutoff, backfiring. Dishka's going to have quite a hard time. Or maybe not, it is a Dishka after all. But a harder than usual time suppressing that squad.
Targeted repairs can now be accomplished.
Well, it looks like he's gonna... There we go, finally gets it. But the cutoff has been secured, and that has delayed his push back out once again. The Antilles putting down his Schwer. He feels like he's ahead. He certainly is. Still doesn't have Vet 1 on his stern, so that's a problem. Doesn't have access to his medical supplies. So his squads are going to be quite low, which means they will lose these engagements to the Dishka and the Penals quite badly. Now at this stage, Briefcase Taco, he's got a decision to make. Does he tick up to tier 3 or does he go straight for the Lend-Lease Shermans? Honestly, probably has to go straight for the Shermans at this stage. You got a tank out, light tank out, he would be very far behind. And this is some bad micro here by Briefcase Taco. I mean, what was that doing there? Mine takes down 2 models, but Dishka should win this one. Yeah, pins him before he can even neutralise that. The thing's starting to stabilise for Briefcase Taco, mainly because he's finally connected this. Doesn't rely on holding his munitions to be connected to his fuel. Meanwhile, Antilles has got his Schwer down in a rather aggressive position. But obviously he's got the map control to make it work at the moment, and all that is a bad machine gun positioning. Oh, but he managed to suppress them before getting blasted down himself. AT guns in a decent spot. Okay, no, he's going to put down his tech structure. The good thing about this is it will speed up his command point clock a little bit. And maybe he's thinking about going for an Su-76. At least I hope he is, because it's a bit too late to go for the T-70 until he's going to be feeling himself a medium tank soonish. In fact, no, he's not, because he's gone for a battle group. It's like, hold on, he should have more fuel than this. But yeah, he spent it on his battle group HQ. Oh, this really slows you down as OKW. I know this feeling where as OKW you get a really big lead, and then just to get healing you have to put this down, and that is so expensive. But otherwise you just lose those infantry engagements so badly. And that is going to be an SU-76. Looks like he's putting some mortar fire down onto the Schwer. Perhaps thinking about sieging that down, and now the Schwer, his supply drop plane's going to have a bit of trouble, but it looks like this one got through. Here's the Dishka. Oh, and he takes a T-gun shot there. He's going to back behind the hedge or haystack. Looks alright to me. So let's see what he can do with this SU-76. We'll have access to the barrage, of course, and it looks like Antilles lost a Volksgrenadier squad at some point. I think I missed that. And, oh, now he's lost his MG as well. It's going to be stolen by these penals. Expensive squad to steal it with, and in fact could be decrewed now. Oh yeah, there you go. It does decrew that. Just getting the building though, pinning that squad. This can't come into battle on low health. Could get taken down by the SU-76 as this combo very, very quickly from that amount of health. Kidden looks like it's going to creep up, try to get a hit off on SU. No, it's going to creep back. Until he's now does have healing, but has delayed his next vehicle quite a bit. And Briefcase Taco, meanwhile, getting actually quite close to 10 CPs, and he's going to have those Shermans very soon. Whilst Lenny Sherman does get overpowered by the Hidobi Panzer IV, and it's like a standstill fight. Hidobi Panzer IV does have somewhat poor accuracy on the move compared to the Lenny Sherman, so moving engagements between the two are actually quite similar, despite the fact that this obviously there's no ticking costs attached to it, and this is cheap in terms of fuel as well. Which is why I'm starting the remove no tech call-in crusade. I've had enough of this call-in nonsense. Punishing people who actually decide to tick.
Enemy forces are capturing our supplies.
Man, look at how quickly that Dishka pins. Needs to switch targets though. Doesn't quite do it. He's going to activate the sprint. Reposition. Nicely done there. So now things actually looking pretty good for Briefcase Taco. Got the SU-76 with some good anti-tank support. Actually has a larger army than Antilles. Obviously Antilles has spent a lot more on tech. Conscripts Uran hoping to get a T grenade off. Not today. SU-76 doing some good damage though. Will it get one more shot off? Doesn't look like it. Is he going to come in for a close range? Yep, he is. Close range barrage. Just because it is well. Antilles needs to retreat right now. What's he doing? Oh, still no retreat. Perhaps he's baiting for the Raketen, but he's going to creep into machine gun line of fire there. Oh, double Raketens in fact. Oh, there you go. And he's lost another squad. Did he lose a squad over here? Must have done. Now he's down to one squad of Volksgrenadier. When the hell did that happen? When did he just lose two Volksgrenadier squads? Man, I've been obviously paying attention to the wrong stuff. Until he's suffering a lot of losses. This is really what you hope to avoid as OKW. Now he's actually gone for some Panzer Fusiliers. Interesting decision. They are a bit beefier than Obers. Perhaps that's why he's going for them. 6 men instead of 4.
Engineers ready for assignment.
And Obers can be a bit hard to use against Dishkas as well. They get pinned so fast. And no, up here, what the hell? Was that mortar fire? It must have been. I mean, I saw a drop in the top left corner here so quickly. Well, there go the Sturms, and my god, now Antilles is actually in trouble. He's got a lot of fuel in the bank still, but Briefcase Taco has ticked. I was like, he should have had enough fuel for a Langreskaya by now, but he's actually ticked up. So it was an interesting decision, but I mean, I suppose it is Langreskaya, so you can expect games to be going on for a while. Maybe he wants to get Chusha, but I feel like going for that Langreskaya first probably would have been the best idea. You take down this Lux, that would be good, and that Langreskaya would certainly help. And what is this doing, man? Spinning around. I think it's going to go down here. No, there goes the SU-76. Perhaps he's baiting for that. Now he's sticking in front of the Zis. He activated cautious movement there, I think, but it's nowhere near as balanced on the Lux as it is on the Jagdpanzer, so doesn't really help him too much there. He's actually going for 3 squads of Panzer Fusiliers. He's got a lot of munitions, so he can go for the G43s with no worries. Over the Penals do have a pretty large vet advantage over them, so should win those engagements until those Fusiliers start to vet up.
We have a new T-34 standing by.
Still things looking pretty good for Briefcase Taco, despite losing the C-76. Still managed to get the Lux down there. Now he's bringing in the T-34-76. He's very low on VPs though. Who have Antilles. I'm not sure what he's up to. He's got enough fuel now for the JT. Is that what he's planning on doing? And here is the T-34. I feel like this thing now is perhaps slightly overperforming for its cost, if anything these days. Just slightly. Maybe it needs a 10 fuel cost increase. Double Kitten's not refacing. I think he's just used them on attack move, but this one should get a shot off anyway. Now he refaces this one. I think T-34 is going to get away with 1 shot left. If Antilles was a bit quicker on rotating those to face the correct direction, that would have been a dead T-34 there, and he needed a win because he has been getting knocked back pretty hard here. These Dishkas are so hard to deal with. They really are. They pin so quickly. And the ISG, quite expensive. Probably perhaps underperforming a little bit. Okay, we've got assault artillery coming down on this sector. Nothing really in it. Maybe going to get these 2 team weapons if he's lucky. Oh. Mortars raining down on this position. Doing a lot of damage, but that's actually pinned there. Oh, whoa, the mortar gets another juicy hit. Oh, Antilles, don't lose another squad like this. Not like this. He's bringing 1 squad around on the rear of the Dishka. But just about no shells actually land on these 2 squads. And this squad's getting shredded by those Vet 3 Penals. Have to retreat. Still doing nothing with this fuel, Antilles. He's losing these infantry engagements so badly. He needs to get a vehicle out. He's got so much fuel. Don't know what he's planning on doing. The world is his oyster right here. You get a Stuka to counter these team weapons. If you got a Stuka and a Panzer IV, that'd probably be a decent idea. Definitely shouldn't have gone for 3 squads of Panzer Fusiliers. Needs a Sturm Pioneer squad, obviously for repairs and minesweeping. Not that I don't think we've seen any mines from Briefcase Taco. He's mainly been using his munitions on supply drops. But oh, and this looks bad. Probably going to see double satchels here. Satchel 1, Satchel 2, and there goes Antilles' medium tank capabilities. And this is really a nightmare situation for OKW. They're the only faction that if they lose their trucks, I mean, it's just so expensive to rebuild these. You have to pay for the entire cost. It's not like it's austere where, you know, there's like a tech cost in the base and then there's a tech structure cost on top of that. Perhaps there should be something similar to that. Oh, he's gone for the King Tiger, that's what he's doing. Can't blame him. Takes down that Panzer IV straight away. I mean, not Panzer IV, T-34. Oh, and he takes down that building as well. Dishka inside. He's backing away here. Oh, he's got the repair people, and this King Tiger's derping around a bit here. He's pushed pretty much right back into his base and doesn't have enough manpower to reinforce his stuff. Perhaps should have been a bit more aggressive there, going straight after the anti-tank gun. A bit late for that now. Perhaps it's even going to get some rear armor hits on him if he sets it up. So these constant squads over here harassing. There we go. No, King Tiger's definitely going after that AT gun. Conscripts urang in. No, they get suppressed. Looks like they're going to go for the AT grenade. Shooting uphill. What? They must have gone straight on the weapon that hit. I can't believe that was like a direct hit. The sight of the T-34 is kind of giving him hesitation, and yeah, misses shooting uphill again. And Tiger's not having much success here. Has to back away. Man, I thought that shot that hit the weapon, you see the low health of the weapon down here. It would probably have wiped that gun otherwise. And that's not something that you get with the Raketin, of course. Oh, this gun barrage onto the center. That's going to be a decrued Raketin for sure. Spots this one as well. Got tracking activated there. Nicely done by Briefcase Taco. Well, this penal squad's probably going to go down. Oh! Wow, lucky escape there. Yeah, man, OKW. It's a hard life until he's had such a huge lead, but he lost a couple squads. Now he's in pretty big trouble. Oh, nicely done there. Just get down, and I'm sure he desperately wants to steal that, but he's bringing this King Tiger in on low health. What the hell? Okay, could work out alright. No, a bit late to react. He's going for the ram! Oh, but it runs out just in front of the King Tiger. King Tiger does 3 hit T-34, and he still needs to keep moving. There is an SU-85 up there now. Oh, and down goes that squad engineers. In fact, this is vetted up squad, but he could lose that Fusilier squad as well. Those penals, pretty good. Accuracy. Oh, close call. Marine B's only got the mechanized regiment repair guys to repair this up, so it's going to be out of commission for a pretty long time, honestly.
We are losing territory.
There's that Dishka. No, it's still up there, that decrewed one.
An isolated sector.
Oh, and he actually sat his Raketen in front of there for too long, and now that's dead. So basically, Antilles' entire army is relying on this King Tiger. Good unit to rely on, but he could be in trouble. We see Briefcase Shaka going for the VP, trying to get that triple cap. So important on Langreskaya to get triple caps whenever you can, because otherwise these games can really drag on. No, that squad did get away. It's good.
The sector is at risk.
Tiger just about back up. And he is going for some Sturms now, so that's good, because when you are basically your entire army is relying on that King Tiger, very important to have it repaired as quickly as possible. But now we've got quite a lot of anti-tank for Briefcase Tiger, having stolen one of these Raketens. Got the SU-85 on the field. This thing's back up to full men. Weapon health still extremely low. Will die as soon as it gets decrewed, I imagine. Now see, he's using prioritized vehicles at the moment. That's why the machine gun's not firing despite targeting those squads. Looks like he wants to set up a Zis barrage perhaps on this building. Oh man, I thought this was going to get decrewed. Oh, the KT, and that's when the weapon would die, but looks like it's taking heavy losses to this squad in the building. Here comes the King Tiger. Got Volksgrenadiers moving up as well, putting some hurt onto the stolen Raketen, and there it goes. SU-85 without much support here, and that is a Lindley Sherman being called in. Good flanking unit. Not going to do much against the King Tiger frontally. Slightly better armour than the T-34 though, and penetration than the regular T-34. But man, this could be a completely different game if that ram had landed. Even just stunning the King Tiger was on quite low health. The SU-85 had just arrived. Probably would have been the end of the King Tiger and the end of the game there. King Tiger takes a couple of hits from the SU-85. It's on focus sight mode. That's why he could spot it at long range there. SU-85 so good on this map. Oh, he's got to run that. Should have salvaged that at some point. Still on prioritized vehicles mode here. Big mistake by Antilles. Could have got a few hits off there. And of course, even if you target squads, that machine gun not firing. Oh, he's going to lose his Sturms here, looks like. No, they're going to get away. Kentucky using attack ground, it looks like here. Does have 45 range, so pretty good at attack grounding at long range. There's a Raketen I see. Out of range. 35 moves in to engage against the KT. Oh, and Zis is there as well. C-85 doing a lot of damage to the King Tiger. Could this be the end of the KT? He's on focus sight mode though, so he can't effectively chase. You see all those Volkswagens go down there to the Lindley Sherman. Getting now in a good position, but a little bit late. Could actually lose it here on negative cover. Luckily the men running with the gun there didn't die. Otherwise we might have seen a bit of death loop action. Though that may be the same as the Maxim, where after the changes you target, you don't target the models carrying the weapon anymore. Conscripts coming in here. Oh, get an AT grenade through the mechanized truck. Full speed on repairs here for the King Tiger. Oh, but now the mortar's been moving up. Now I believe they made it so this I think it used to only have extended range at Vet 3 on its barrage, not on its auto fire, so I think they changed that in the most recent hotfix. So that's on the auto fire as well. It's a pretty close fight now between these two squads. He's in a nice position. In fact, he's built another one. Langreskaya very good against these medium tanks. He's actually looks like he's shooting at the Dishka here. It's a bit of a bit of a waste. Oh, the squad in the centre may be forgotten about. Oh, Antillies don't lose it. Oh, there it goes. Oh, and now he loses Raketin as well. Antillies too focused on killing this conscript over here. Loses two squads in the centre himself. Now he gets the Stuka out. But honestly, there are not quite as many team weapons left anymore. Perhaps made a bit more sense when there were 3 Dishkas and that stolen Raketin. These things are such a headache to fight against though, these Dishkas, they pin so fast. I've got 2 Lindley Shermans. It's the single King Tiger. I feel like going for the Stuka was the wrong choice here, but got a big engagement. Tiger trying to soak up a lot of damage here. Raketin's moving into position. C-85 moving up. Zis, Vet 3 Zis is nearby. Now it's in range. But with this AT gun gets suppressed. This King Tiger going to chase. Could be dangerous with the beat up squad. He's using the assault artillery. King Tiger's charging forward. Main gun destroyed. And there goes the King Tiger. And that is the end of Antilles. Yeah, imagine if he had a extra tank there instead of the Stuka. Oh, I suppose all he could have made is a Puma, right? Because he lost his tech structure. I forgot about that. Oh man, it's so hard as OKW. If you lose your truck, you just get owned. I feel like that needs to change. Sure, it should be like a pretty heavy penalty, but you shouldn't have to pay 130 fuel again. Maybe it should cost a similar amount to the Bofors to put down again, instead of having to pay for that tech all again. Something like that. I feel like it's maybe a little bit too punishing losing your Schwer at the moment. Anyway guys, I'll wrap on that. If you'd like your game to be cast by me, details are in the video description below. Otherwise I'll catch you all for the next thrilling installment. Goodbye and good luck.